This is a quick video on disassembling an N600 strut. This is a totally homemade scrap material spring compressor that's, I believe, totally safe because it encapsulates the thing. This is originally the top of a piece I used to take apart 88 Civic struts, and I had this was actually the top, and at the bottom I had a piece of maple that clamped on. It's been modified with just junk scrap metal, a couple of threaded rods, in order to take this strut apart. First step is to take these two nuts off, which I've already loosened quite a bit. All you have to do with this compressor is just take the load off the setup. Take those two off. We've got this guy, and we have this. Hate to have to replace that. We've got a washer. Right in here, if you can see this groove right there, there's supposed to be like a piece of wire that lays in there and acts like a clip ring. That seems to be missing from this one. You have this lower shape piece, and then you have, which I find really interesting, a couple of seals, a big washer, a couple of seals, and these are thrust washers. They're actually real needle bearings, and they have a race. So you have your washer or your thrust race, needle bearings, and the back of it. Now all we have to do is basically loosen these nuts up slowly until the spring is completely free, and it will disassemble. Okay, now I've backed off these two nuts in steps. It tends to jam, and then you tap on it and it'll bounce back up against the washers, and each time you do that, a little bit more of the load is taken off the spring. Right now it's completely loose, and so all I have to do now is disassemble the thing because it's essentially completely apart. You got this last piece, which again is a housing. You can see where it keys the spring in place. And again, there's something that obviously can't be replaced. And then this spring comes out like that. That's essentially it. Next step is to take apart the strut itself, the cylinder. There's a hex nut in here, and I'm believing that I can take that off and see what I need to do to, if I could actually repair this thing.